What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we have another Lego Spidey and his amazing friends. We have Spider-Man Webquarters Hangout. This set number is 710784. Recommended ages are 4+, and it is a piece count of 155 pieces, and that is very little. But it's a junior set, so what'd you expect? Anyway. This is one of the sets that most people are picking up. Why? Because you get all the figures in the set. All right, you get Spidey, which I have 2 of now. Really awesome about that. You get Ghost Spider, Miles, and you get a villain, Green Goblin. You don't get Doc Ock in this set. That's the only figure that you don't get out of all of them. But if you really skipped one set, it'd be that Miles, Miles and Green Goblin. Even though the glider is better in that one, we'll get to that later. In this set, you're kind of getting a really good deal for around $50, I think. The web quarters is cool. You get this cool skate ramp because Spider-Man loves skateboarding. That's what he's on right now. You get a basketball hoop, and you get a Green Goblin figure with a weird car. We'll talk about that later. Ghost Spider, actually, I think, gets her first vehicle. You get Miles, and you get the pizza thing over here, and you get to one of the best figures in the set. We'll talk about her later. Without further ado, let's talk about the minifigures first, because that's why everyone's buying this set. And also the Prince of Pieces are kind of cool too. So here is Spider-Man, and he comes with a web, and he comes with the web piece that I talked about last time. We'll get to some of the playability features you can do with this, because you can do a lot of stuff with this. Pretty cool. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. If you guys haven't talked, if I haven't talked about Spidey yet, if you guys haven't heard me talk about him yet, which I just uploaded a video yesterday, actually today, so yeah, removing the web, taking a look at the figure, he's pretty cool. So I'm going to go in a mindset that you guys haven't seen this figure yet. And if you haven't, well, I'm going to talk about him now. It's really cool how we're actually getting cartoon-ish characters. Kind of like, it's kind of like a revival of Mighty Micros, but just way better. So torso printing is really cool, because you get a back torso printing that shows his Spider logo. The front is cool too. Of course, you guys already know I'm probably going to be making a Spectacular Spider-Man Remastered video. I'm joking, because there's only maybe 2 figures I would make different. But as you guys can see, he has nice torso printing, and the head is really cool. I think some people say that they have different eyes. I have 2 of these figures, and I think that I like this one better than this one, because I think the eyes are just a bit more refined more than this one. But yeah, it comes with a skateboard. We'll talk about that later, but of course you can push him around on it, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, time now to take a look at, oops, sorry, that was really bright. Now we're time to take a look at Miles. So here's Miles, my first time talking about him, and he's pretty cool. He is absolutely pretty cool. His accessory is pretty, ooh, actually, I didn't see that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Actually, very interesting, though, how they would do that. The paintbrush is actually, I think, dual molded. I think it's green, if I'm not wrong. And is it green? Yeah, it is green. So that's actually pretty unique and cool. Even though oh yeah, there's a green spot right there. So he, I guess, in the show is a painter, which is interesting and cool. They probably had an episode talking about that. Knowing very kid shows, they probably had a whole episode of, you have to get into hobbies. Because he didn't have a hobby or something like that. Something like that, I don't know. But he has red legs. Very sad, because it's weird how he doesn't have black legs. Because I think it would make more sense if he does have black legs. But I'm not complaining, because I don't have that many red legs. I only have the Martian legs. And now I have Miles' red legs. And that is the first time I'm getting that. And Kamala Khan. If I can find a sort of black pair of mid legs, that would be great, but I cannot find it. Oh my god, where are they? Oh yeah, here they are. Here's the figure. I removed the legs. There we go. These do not come in the set, but there you go. This actually looks kind of better, but for the purpose of this video, we're going to remain the rest with red. Yeah, I think he kind of should have came with red legs, maybe black legs I think would be better. His torso is very simplistic compared to all the other ones. But of course, everyone's making a Spider-Verse custom, so yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, the back torso printing is cool. He has back head printing, which is also cool. So yeah, I think that he is a really cool figure. I think it's interesting how they made him a painter in the show. But yeah, that is it for Miles. Hold up. We get a new web in this set. You get red. Now, I know in the comic books he doesn't have a red web, but maybe in an issue he does, a comic book issue. But if he does, which I don't think he does, but here it is, and it comes in red. It's pretty cool. Which we'll get to a whole segment about this in a minute. After we talk about all the figures in the set. But yeah, that is it for Miles. He is very cool indeed. But yeah, that is it for him. So yeah. Now time to go on the next figure, which is of course going to be Ghost Spider. So here, oops, sorry, I bumped the camera. Here's Ghost Spider. You don't get her web in this set. She has pink. I don't know why, just cause. Now this figure is cool. Very simplistic indeed. But her head is interesting. I think it'd be awesome for a Spider-Verse custom. The back of the torso, I don't know what the hell is going on back here. It just looks very plain. But I think it's really interesting and a really good take on her. I like how she has purple legs. And I like how she comes with a pink guitar too. Which is pretty interesting. That's probably the best part about this figure is the pink guitar. I'm not gonna lie, because she is in a band in the actual comic books, which is interesting. So yeah, she'll be rocking out. Anyway, that's it for her. She comes with a vehicle in this set. If she can stand, she comes with a vehicle in the set, but we'll take a look at that later. So yeah, that's it for her. Next up, we have Green Goblin, and I've also seen him in the show too. He is pretty cool, actually. He's cool in the set. I do like how he's lime green, because I do know a certain character in Marvel Comics that I have not made yet that is in lime green, and he will be absolutely useful. For back head printing, very interesting, but oh well. Head looks cool. This is when he gets webbed up by the spider guys, or the spider people. I don't know if they have a name in the show. If they do, leave it down below. Nice torso printing, could be used for Spectacular Spider-Man, even though he has a goblin pumpkin belt. He does come with a pumpkin bomb for an accessory, which is pretty interesting. This is cool. All right, this is the best part. This is awesome. But he comes with purple legs again. I've not gotten purple yet, so I'm very excited to have purple mid legs. This is one of the sets, the set that has the most mid legs, which is very interesting that every figure comes with mid legs. He comes with a Goblin Glider, which once again we'll take a look at later. So yeah, now time to look at, if not the best figure in the set. Reason why is Kamala Khan. Now, if you guys don't know, she's getting her own Disney Plus TV show. Very hyped for that. I've been living under a rock, which some people probably are, so oops. But anyway, I'm excited to see the show, and I've actually made my figure. Which I really want to show you, because I'm not going to use that figure anymore. I'm going to use this figure. But yeah, I'm very excited for her Disney Plus show. Now, the best part about this figure is a new hairpiece. She comes with a brand new hairpiece in this set, which I think is, sorry about that, which I think is absolutely incredible how she comes with a new hairpiece. The torso printing is amazing too. I love how they're actually introducing a character that hasn't been seen since like 2015-14. I actually did buy this set, which at the point, she wasn't really that popular. This hairpiece is absolutely incredible. amazing. I'm not going to be using it on my version, though, because she doesn't have this sort of hair. Oh, my God. It's so hard to pick that up. Anyway, nice head printing. It's in blue, not dark blue, which I think is cool because it's kind of it sucks, though, because the actual one in the show is dark blue. Nice back torso printing, though. Very simple, though. She has mid-legs, which actually, if you really wanted to, just add her in the collection like this. I think it would be really cool. What's awesome about her torso not being gold is because there are actually dual-molded arms with red and yellow dual-molded arms. So, who knows? Maybe I have something up my sleeve for that. And she has braces, not braces, but like armbands in the comic books. She don't really come with anything in the set. I think it's interesting, though. She's seen riding a skateboard. All of us know it's for Spider-Man. So, yeah, time to go on the next part, which are the webs. All right, zooming out a bit. Here's Ms. Marvel. Let's put her to the side for now. We're seeing Green Goblin right here. So Green Goblin can be used to actually be trapped in the webs. So we'll remove these for now too. So you come with 2 webs in the set, which is rare because the other sets you don't come with 2 colors. Now what you can do is you can actually take a Green Goblin and you can clamp this shut. And this is new. All right, this is new. No one else have done this before. And this is interesting because it's like a little pocket. But what's kind of sucks about it is it's in red that you get in the set, but I've never actually seen anyone try this before. I don't know if it's gonna work because I don't have 3 of these, but if you wanted to, you so well desire, you can take another one of these guys, all right? Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah. Yo, we be trapping the Hulk up in here. if you wanted, so this the 3rd one's not in here, but if you wanted to, I guess. If you really wanted to, I haven't seen 3 people do this because I haven't seen 3 people do this, but oh my god. If you have all 3, I bet you can trap a big figure. If you really wanted to, you can trap a big figure. Once again, this 3rd one isn't in the set, but I just think it looks way better in whites, in my personal opinion. 1 solid color than 2 colors. 2 colors seems like teamwork, sure, but it really doesn't look that good, but there's also another feature about this later in the set. So yeah, we'll just put these webs on and we'll start taking a look at side accessories. So first we're going to go with the heroes. Then we'll take a look at the web quarters. So right here we have Ghost Spider's little airplane thing. Little propeller thing. And she comes with this and it's pretty interesting. These I think are new pieces. I don't know though. I think they've appeared in a Lego. Oh, I think they have. I mean, I think in another Lego set. But those are cool. They're like little tiny arms that can crawl. There's actually a really interesting piece back here that I think is absolutely lazy. But I'll take a look at it in a minute. This uses the Loki piece. The Wrath of Loki. His little chariot type thing. This was in green. This is in white in this set. Now it was a junior set. So there's a bit of... there's a bit of everything going around. Nice printed piece. Probably never going to be useful ever again. But for this point in time, it is useful because, of course, it's used on this. So I think this is a pretty cool vehicle. I do like the turbines in the back. This kind of reminds me of the Vulture. Because these were in green or in black. Now, what's really interesting is this piece. And nobody's been pointing this out. I think it was absolutely hilarious when I got it out of the box. Of course, it's breaking. Why in the hell is Lego using 2 of these? This is a jumper piece. This is a jumper piece, but Lego decided to use one of them for like 2. Like, really? This you don't need to mold a new piece for this. I mean, I don't really care because it's pretty interesting, but that's weird how Lego decided to make a 2x4. It's kind of weird how they did that with jumpers, even though that you can just take 2 jumpers and put them in here, but I guess Lego's desperate, so that's pretty interesting how they decided to put that in here. Anyway, if you guys want to see Ghost Spider in here, because that's on your bucket list of what you want to see, you can put her in here. We'll take your little guitar out of here, but you can put her in here, just sit her down, and there you go. That's her vehicle, and every character in this whole lineup of sets gets a vehicle. which I think is pretty interesting. Now, does she sit down? Does she sit down? Oh, does she sit down here? Wow, that's kind of sus. Anyway, she sits down here. It's kind of strange how she don't sit down there. Wait, hold on. So I just figured I didn't build that wrong, and Lego decided to use a full-on piece right here. There's no way she can sit in here now. So I guess she's supposed to just put her feet up here. Now this is kind of lazy in my opinion if you think about it. But that's cool, I guess. She is. Oh my god, why did Lego do? Oh my god, hold on, wait. I need to test this out. Let me get this freaking white piece out of here. I need to test this out, because why in all hell did Lego just not decide to put her down in here? Why'd they not do that? Why'd they not do that? Sure, let's see what it looks like now. Alright, let's see what this looks like. So that's ditching the piece, and that's what it looks like. And in my personal opinion, that kind of looks better. So who knows? This time I actually get how to build a better version, because, oh my god. Why did you put this piece in here? Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel so bad for her. She had nothing. She had nothing. It's like when you're laying on nails. Anyway, that's it for her. I guess we'll leave. I really don't want her in this vehicle. Alright, so that's Gwen's vehicle. We'll use her later, so we'll put her back where she goes. But next vehicle, you have another vehicle in the set. You have this one, and it's pretty interesting and cool. Now here it is, right here. It is Green Goblin's glider. So we'll take a look at this in a minute, but it's Green Goblin's glider. Now this is pretty cool. It's a good glider. I mean, I've built better actually, and I've actually built a new glider for mine that's based on the Sam Raimi. This is interesting. This is my third Goblin Glider I've gotten. So far, the Daily Bugle beats this one because it's much more detailed. The color is horrible, though. I think it should have been gray, but for the Daily Bugle. But for this, I think it's interesting. But what always bothers me about junior sets also is that they have exposed studs. They don't really use that many tiny pieces to fill in those gaps. So there's just random studs exposed everywhere, which is interesting. But the reason why this Goblin Glider is different than the Miles one is because when you take this, and you might be thinking, what in the actual hell is this? This looks like something out of Hulk, the Hulk set. There's yellow clips in the front, which is interesting. But what you're supposed to do, and I'm not doing this wrong, you take this, and they're on jumpers too. You take this, and there you go. You make the Goblin Glider car. And then what you do next is you put this on the front, and you wet his face. That's cool. I think that's interesting. But why make this into a car? Like, the reason why I'm like so quiet now is because I'm honestly speechless. Like, is this car now gonna turn into a jet? Like, this is absolutely like, if I was in a battle trying to battle Spider-Man, even though I would never, I'd be on his side. Why? Oh my god, what did I do wrong on this car? There we go. Why would, like, if I could turn my glider into a car and then turn that into a rocket, and then that rocket turn into a space shuttle, like, whew, like, I'd be scared. Like, because this is interesting. I mean, it's cool. I don't know why the wings are on the side now. It doesn't make any sense. Because it doesn't make any sense because the car is not going to fly. It's meant to, as you guys can see, it's meant to turn into it's supposed to be a car. It's not, oh shit. And it also pops off easily. So that's interesting. But this is just weird. But anyway, that's Goblin's vehicle. Now we're going to actually take a look at another side part, which is another side build. You have a skateboard ramp. It's pretty interesting. You can push it down, which is interesting. But I have a much cooler idea of what you can do later. This is cool too. It's a pizza table because it's always pizza time. Pretty interesting though. This has nowhere to go. These two pieces don't have anywhere to go. So maybe I will build a better version of this set and maybe combine it with my own spider layer from earlier. But yeah. So now let's get on to the actual part, which is the web quarters. So the web quarters is pretty tall. It's pretty tall. And it's kind of big. All right, guys, it's pretty huge. It's not huge that'll take up a whole shelf, probably will, but it's kind of huge. So we're gonna walk step by step through this, and hopefully you guys follow me through this. So we're gonna go through this side first. So this side over here, you come with Gwen's little rock station, which I think is pretty interesting. These are built on Mario pieces. I don't have these because I don't collect Mario sets. But you come with a mini piano. Pretty interesting. It's a piano tile instead of piano. Actual big, huge piano. Then you come with a, this in the background. This is all built in a different bag than the actual spider layer. This is, I don't think it's exclusive. It looks like something that would come off Friends. But here's the figure, just to represent her side. There's these slides here. We'll take a look at that in a minute. If we go on this side, you have Miles' side, which is pretty interesting. His is really bland compared to Gwen's. But if you remove it, it's his friends, and he painted that, which is actually pretty impressive. I wish I could do that. If we go in the middle, you guys can see I did leave out a special somebody because it's not really that cool looking. It's pretty cool. But this is Tracer, and this is Tracer, and she goes on secret missions. I did see an episode with Tracer, and right here, down here, you have a box. You guys can't see it. I put it down here, but you have a box. And what can you do with a ball and a hoop? I don't know what you're supposed to do. But of course, you can take SpiderMan, and I guess we'll take Miss Marvel. She hasn't done anything in this set. But you can take that, and you can, if you don't drop it, you can take the figure, and I think I actually like the launcher better. But you can score, and it's pretty cool. And then you can pick the ball back up, and you can score again. And it's pretty cool. I kind of wish it had a way to connect to a figure's hands. But yeah, you put this back here. And if I could stick it down in there, there we go. Now, right here, it's pretty weird because you have a screen that shows, oh no, he has a bomb. And he's delivering pizza. It's kind of strange, but anyway. There's a video game controller here. I guess he's playing a video game, but there's a video game controller here. Very interesting piece back in Series something, and now I've seen it in a million sets. Anyway, probably the coolest part in this set, which I don't think they really talk about, is how you can take Spider-Man, and you can probably do this. You can move Gwen. I'll move this too. You can take him, and you can actually write down this. And this is the coolest part, because you can take a figure, and they have slides in the middle, so you can take a figure, and he can slide down. That's kind of amusing. Interesting. And that's pretty much it for the whole set. But if we go at the very, very, very top, you have the best printed piece ever. Now, when I first saw this, nobody reviewed the back, which I was like, why? And they were like, they didn't review the back because I saw this and I was like, oh, they made a huge dome piece, wow. And then I look at the back and you're like, oh, wow, that's kind of strange. There's a back play feature that some people talk about. You have this hoop, which is cool. Very interesting. Very nice piece. This is a print. This is not a sticker, which is interesting. Now, if we go on the back, not that many people talk about the back. Why? Because they're noobs, and I've seen some people that only talk about the back. I think Ash and Flash or some people talk about it. But if you take the webs, you can actually do what's pretty interesting and cool. And what I'll do after I'm done with this, with the white webs, you can take a figure, and you can, yes, you can make a prison, and it's like a prison for them. Which you could take two villains if you wanted to. I'll use Spider-Man in this case, but you could take two villains if you wanted to. Maybe, I don't know, but maybe I'm stretching here. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You can do something like that on the back. if you wanted, you could take maybe 2 villains, but maybe not, I don't know. But just be creative with it. I think you can do some pretty cool stuff on the back. And that's pretty much it for the set. And I've been saying that a lot. I'm going to give my final thoughts about it in a minute after I, of course, stall and attach all these spider webs together. But before I do that, we're going to take a look at the instruction booklet, and then we're going to wrap up this review. Come with 3 instruction manuals. Yes, 3. And I built these out of order. I built 1 and 3, and then 2. 2 kind of feels out of place. But 1, let's go to 1, shall we? You finish on 79. Look how happy Spider-Man is. You finished. Yay. Number 2 feels very out of place because when you go on the back, there's an ad, rebuild the world. Wow, that's amazing. It's pretty cool. And you have page 41. And you have Green Goblin, should have been Kamala Khan. And you have all the Mickey sets on the back. Then you have this on the back, pretty cool. I reviewed that already. You guys can go check that out. Right here, you have the 3rd one, which is you have page all the way to 41, and you have all the pieces in the whole set. And on the back too. But what's really strange is on this one, you build the web quarters. Sure, you build the web quarters, and then you go to build the villain. Like, I kind of wanted to finish the web quarters, because on this one, you build, like, the web quarters, but this one, you add stuff to it. And then this one is just, you add a ramp, and that's kind of it. So, I kind of wish it was 1, 2, this was 2, and this was 3. Because Kamala Khan's also an exclusive figure in the set, and it would have been cool if you got her at the end. But other than that, I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, now we're gonna take a look at the box, because the box is amazing. The box is actually pretty cool. Doesn't fit in the frame, so I'm gonna have to pick this up. Of course, shows all the figures down here. Those are the most figures I've ever seen that have mid-legs. That's for sure. On the back, there you go. On the back, you have all of the figures, all the stuff you can do, and how you can shop the villains, and it's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that is it for the box. Now we're gonna take a look at the final verdict. So overall, this set is one of the better ones. I'm sorry. It's good. It's pretty interesting. I like all the stuff that kind of comes in the set. You get a lot of stuff in this set. But mostly, this is kind of one of those, I'm a big fan of the show sets. If you guys don't know what that means that you get most of the figures in the whole wave in this set. And that kind of makes all the other figures much of a downgrade. Because you get Kamala Khan. She's the only exclusive figure in the set. And don't worry, because she'll be going up in price definitely very soon. Because she's just very interesting, and we haven't really gotten that much of this character yet. You get Green Goblin, which I've already said what I thought of him. I think he's cool. He's a cool figure. I think he's cool. I think he eliminates the show really easily. Really good. But the worst part, I'm going to look this up afterwards and see if this is really accurate, is his... He literally has a goblin car, and this is pretty interesting. And if it is in the show, I'll see if I can modify this to make it look better. If it's not, oh well. Ghost Spider is cool too. Basically, this whole set is a really cool web quarter set. I think the Spider Layer set from 2020 one is very much superior more than this one. But I still think that I might find a way to try to make both of them a thing, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, he also has a web. I think the web pieces are cool and interesting. But if I could pick up one of these sets, I only picked up this set for Kamala Khan and to get all the figures in the set. But if you don't care about Ghost Spider, Miles, or if you don't care about Ghost Spider's Miles or Green Goblin over here, and you want to get only one Spider-Man, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, I suggest the Rhino one, because because it's cool and it's interesting, And of course, yeah, sure, they have crappy vehicles, but you get really good figures in this. Mostly all the figures that you get in this set, you get other sets. You get the Spider-Gwen and the Doc Ock one, and you get her pink web. That's the only one that was kind of missing in this set. Maybe it would have been cool if he had all three. That would have been interesting. You get Spider-Man in that Rhino set, and then you get Miles over here in the Green Goblin set, which I think that set's the Technotrike. I think that set was much worse than this one, if I'm being honest, because this one is only cool just for Kamala Khan, and I made a really bad custom, and I kind of really regret making it. But anyway, hopefully you guys like this set. I suggest you guys pick it up because it is a really good buy, and I think I am really happy that I got it. This came out January 1st, so I'm pretty late to the party, but I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to modify some of these characters, maybe make some Spider-Verse characters. Who knows what I'm going to do with this now, but yeah, that's it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later. Peace out. Bye.